So, GCSE results day tomorrow, 2019. I haven't done one of these videos since 2017, I don't think, so I thought it was a good time to refresh. If you just got your results, I really hope you've done well. If you've done well, excellent, congratulations. There's probably a lot of hard work gone into that, so well done you. If you haven't, don't worry about it. If you haven't done well, don't worry about it. It really isn't the end of the world. You can see at the end of this, the video we've done before, to get a bit more context. This might sound slightly different, but I've been talking a lot about this recently. So I'm hoping that this, if you're watching this, you could be a parent, or you could be a young person who just got their GCSE results. This isn't the end of the world. You've got to work hard at those, trying to get the best results you can possibly get, because there's an opportunity in front of you, and you've got to take those opportunities. But if you don't, like me, like I didn't take those GCSE opportunities, it isn't the end of the world. It means now you've got to start from a different place. It might be a little bit more difficult for you to get on the ladder. Maybe your plan was college, maybe it wasn't, maybe it's apprenticeship, maybe you might have to go back to college or something. The opportunity that's in front of you now, even if you did well, but particularly if you didn't do well, is to work hard. I know that sounds like something you've been told a whole lot of times by teachers and family and everyone else, but it's never been more true now, because this window now between 16 and 18 is going to move really, really quick. And finding out exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, it's going to start to happen in that time. Something I've talked about recently a lot is the pressure that's on young people now to know exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to do it and when they're going to get there at such a younger age. I'm not a big fan that they're moving the choices selection year back, so that there's a longer GCSE execution period. I don't think it's a good amount of pressure. I think there's already too much pressure on young people with education. I think there's a lot of pressure externally from social media, particularly Instagram and Snapchat, showing things that aren't necessarily true but framing them to be true. This is the point where you've got to just focus on the next step, or the next 2 steps or 3 steps. Try not to worry too much about what's going to happen next and how you're going to get there. Don't get sucked into other people's time frames that you should have it all figured out by the time you're 25, because that isn't going to happen. It'll happen for some, but it won't stay like that forever. Now is the time for you to work, figure out what it is you're going to try and do, for the time being, not for the long term, for the short term, and do your very, very best to be the best person for that you can possibly be. Whether that's going and doing an internship and working for free, whether that's getting an apprenticeship and maybe going back to college and resitting some stuff, maybe your maths and English, maybe it's going to college and doing a whole resit, maybe it's none of those things, maybe it's got to work in the family business. There's so many things that you've got to work for a friend or with a friend, or you're going to there's so much stuff that you can go and do, but now is the time to really drive at it, to really hit it hard, make the most of everything that you've got, because I really, really promise that is going to put you in a different space. It put me in a different space. I spent a year after my GCSEs doing very little. I was given an opportunity and I just focused on that opportunity, and that was everything. And that's allowed me to go and do a whole load of other things, and it's going to keep allowing me to go and do other things. Nothing's stayed the same for me. I haven't got the rest of my life figured out either. I'm 29 years old and I've still not got the rest of it figured out. Don't worry about it, but get the ground in now. Take whatever opportunities in front of you and be the best at it. Make the very most of it, so at the end you've got something you can talk about, something you can put on your CV, and something that you can offer to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and that's how you're going to build.